Hello everyone, Dr. Dan here. For this discussion, I'm going to show you how to use a remove edit option in the discussion post area. This is a great little tool that will help you in the future clean up your discussion post before you actually submit it. So let's go ahead, and in this particular example, we are going to do something that's very common for students to do, and that is once they find an article like this one here, Religion, Spirituality, and Trauma, really a fascinating topic for us in the field of psychology. What I use here is this automatic citation button. I want to go ahead and let's say I use the information from this article in a discussion post, and now I want it to cite for me, so that way I can take a little shortcut. So I press cite, I go ahead and I highlight that, I press Control-C for copy, then I go ahead and the way that I'm teaching you to do this is you have a Word document. We're going to go ahead and press Control-V for paste. Now we have our information in here. And now once we've completed our paper, we're ready to submit it, we highlight our entire paper. For this discussion, I'll just highlight a small portion. So I press Control-C for copy. Now I'll bring this over here. I've already opened up my discussion area, and I'll press Control-V for paste. You will see that it inserted this article perfectly, right? No problems whatsoever. Now, let's do that again, and I'm going to show you what happens sometimes that can cause a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go back here. This time, rather than highlighting, you'll notice I carefully highlighted this section. I'm going to highlight the word references as well. Okay, so we might do that where we're perhaps looking up hundreds of articles throughout our entire academic program, perhaps even over 1,000, who knows, but lots of articles. So we highlight this very quickly, we get the word references in there, we press Control-C for copy, we go back to our paper, and this time what we're going to do is, again, we'll Control-V for paste. Looks a little bit differently, but let's say we decide this is fine because maybe we didn't have this other information up here. So we see references, it looks all perfectly formatted, no problem. So I go ahead and I highlight it. Again, I'll copy paste it to my discussion area. Sorry, let me get that over here for you. Press Control-V for paste. Now look, it looks very different. Not only is it aligned incorrectly, but it looks different font type and size and so on from the previous one. I see so often where students will just say fine and then submit it. Even if, let's just say imagine this wasn't here. You know, it looks pretty good, right? So they submit it. But then what ends up happening is once they submit it, the content is different from the rest of their document because they have different line spacing, there's different font type, font size, whatever. So how do you correct that? Here's a very easy solution. So let me go ahead and just so you have something to compare to. What I do is I highlight all the information, and before I submit it, I'm going to press this little button right here. It says Remove Formatting. I press that button, and boom. Look at all that automatic formatting that it did has been removed. And now when I save this, you can see here that it looks like the rest of the document. Looks perfect. So that little button, once again, before you submit, and let me go ahead and do this one more time. I press Reply. I go in here. Let's say we copy paste all our information. We have some challenges. I would highlight all the information that I have in my document. Even in this case, let's say I remove that word references. We don't want that in there twice. Maybe remove line spacing. I highlight all the information in my document. Go up here to this little button here, Remove Formatting, press it, and boom. Everything is now properly formatted. That, along with some of the other information I've addressed in other videos, will help you once again will help you design and submit very effective, properly formatted discussion posts.